If it works, that'd be great. It'd be a lot faster than that air pump. All right, guys, welcome out to another beautiful day on the farm. It does look like it's gonna end up being a pretty good day. We're bringing in our tractor to start so we can take all the Christmas lights off it because it's not Christmas anymore. I hope you guys had a great Christmas, great holidays, New Year's, everything. We had a pretty good one here, but now it's time to undecorate, and we have a few other things we're doing today. So this thing looked pretty good in the parade. Oh, also, I'm caught up on videos. So this is a current video. It's not behind or anything. So you're caught up. It took me a long time to catch up after all those potato harvest videos, but we did it. We got caught up. I used Christmas break when I wasn't filming anything to catch up on all the videos I was still needing to edit. So yeah, we have to take all these lights off that we put on for the parade and to just sit out by the road here for decoration. And we'll get doing this. And then we have these 2 big oil totes that we went and got yesterday. So we went and got some more totes. So this one is full of oil. So we use this old waste oil in our furnace. But we were checking around, and there was a couple businesses in town that have a whole bunch of oil. They have some totes just like these that are clear full. One is a four-wheeler service shop that sells, I don't know which brand of four-wheelers. One of them, so they have a tote that's clear full, and then one of them is a canal district. So one of the irrigation districts around here, they have a tote that's clear full of oil. And then we also have another tote that's half full of oil that we can go get, but since it's only half full, we can leave it for a bit. But we have that one that we also could go get if we had a tote that was empty. But these 2 totes, we're gonna end up filling them clear full. So we're gonna go do that a little bit later. For now, we're gonna get the lights taken off. Just like that, got all the lights off. Still have a few these little hooks to take off, but lights are all off. So it takes a lot less time to take them off than it does to put them on. So that's for sure. We got all of our totes full of lights over here. Some of them don't work, and we're gonna have to try and fix them next year. I guess they make a little tool that you can just put on and it kind of repairs the broken lights. So we're gonna try that next year because it's kind of hard to find the same lights every year. So we're just gonna try and repair some of them next year. But yeah, we're gonna finish getting this thing done, get all the hooks taken off, and then we'll pull it out. One crazy thing is it's the end of the first week of January, or I guess it's the beginning of the first week. It's the 6th. So, but yeah, it's still, the highs are still in the 40s. Like, we have not gotten winter weather yet. This is the weirdest year ever. We're gonna hook up this trailer because we're gonna pick up our side-by-side that's been getting fixed. We're gonna leave the totes in there, but this trailer had a flat tire the last time I used it. It was that back one. It looks good still. We're gonna go check it. It had a leaky valve set, so we're gonna get this hooked up, go check the tire, and then go get some oil. Pull forward just a little bit. All right, now we just have to check the tire. Looks good to me. Okay, well, we just got to the first place. We're gonna see see where the oil tank's out and go pump it out. Okay, well, we're just gonna unload these totes. That we could have pumped it out, but it would have taken us forever. They had 2 full totes. So, gotta climb over. So we're just gonna drop these 2 totes off and they'll start filling these up. We'll come up with the skid steer maybe tomorrow. We'll get them loaded up tomorrow. There we go. That's our pump. It's a little air pump, but it pumps super slow. So if we were to pump these out, it would take us probably 3 or 4 hours to pump out 2 of these totes, and they have 2 full totes. So we're just gonna leave these here. They'll start filling those up. We'll come up with the skid steer, pick up the other ones. Oh, my voice is all squeaky. But we will, now we gotta go get the side-by-side, so we're gonna head to that place. Well, we just got out of here. We had to stop and get some straps to tie down the side-by-side because all we have is giant ones. So we thought we'd get some more side-by-side size straps. Okay, well, we made it here to get the side-by-side. Just got the ramps out. Now we just have to go in and tell them we're here and pick it up. Right now, I would love to buy one of these sleds, but there's no snow. Here it is, our old beat-up one that we got used that has had problems nonstop because it was somebody else's farm machine before. But hopefully we fixed all the problems. Get this thing loaded up, strapped down, we'll be good to go. Hopefully it works this time. We don't have to bring it back. Okay, hopefully that will not move. Now it's time to unload. Well, these straps held it.
A lot of straps I'm worried about. That carabiner.
Yeah, these are some weird straps. They have a carabiner on one end. Never seen one like that before. I guess if you had like a D-ring that you could just clip it into, it'd be pretty good, but we do not. Now we're all gonna go to lunch. After lunch, we're gonna go check all the potato cellars and see how the potatoes look, because we just got back from Christmas break. We did check, make sure the cellars were still running during the break, so we do check the potatoes. But we're gonna go check them, walk them, make sure the potatoes all look good. So far, every time we've checked them, they look great. They're storing really well. The problem is, right now, potato prices are so low. So we're actually glad that they haven't come and taken any of the potatoes out, because if they would have taken them, we would have lost millions of dollars. Because it costs us about $6 or $7 to make them, so like that's our break-even price. And right now, if we sold them, the open market price for potatoes right now is like $1. So we would lose so much money. There's actually been guys, I know 2 guys who've already just dumped a whole cellar, like hundreds of thousands of sacks of potatoes, just went out and dumped them because they weren't worth anything. It was cheaper to dump them than to try and clean them up and ship them and basically give them away for free and lose money on them. So it's just cheaper to dump them. So I already know guys who are dumping potatoes because they're just not worth anything. So we could have a potato shortage if prices don't come up, because if they don't come up, people are just going to dump them. They're not even going to bring them to market. So, but we're going to go check our potatoes later, see how they're doing. We're hoping that we can hold them for a couple more months and the market will come up and we can make something, maybe at least break even. It'd be nice to break even, but yeah, the market's not great right now. So to pump that oil out, we're thinking about trying to use just a trash pump, because this will pump a lot. Like we could pump out this whole tote in probably a couple minutes. But oil is thicker than water, so we're gonna test it out. We're gonna pump it from this tote we have out here that's full. We're gonna pump it in to our tote that's on the inside and see if it works. If it works, that'd be great. It'd be a lot faster than that air pump. Normally this is the pump we use to pump all the fertilizer out of the tanks into the potatoes. When we're planting potatoes, this is the pump we use. So normally these hoses are full of fertilizer, now they're gonna be full of oil. It's gonna be a little messy, but hopefully it'll work. It should be a self-priming pump, but the oil might be too thick. in. Maybe. Thinking about it. Like I can see oil down there, so it is, what you're doing is getting oil in it. There it goes. Well, there, it's working. It is pumping oil. Definitely bogged it down.
What's that?
It works.
I had to hold my hand over the end of that freaking hose.
It definitely will pump way quicker than that air pump. So we may go transfer them. Instead of taking this kisser, we might go transfer them with this. Be a little bit easier. It might be a little bit easier. Sorry, I can't talk sometimes. Now the problem we have is these hoses are full of oil. So we have one cap that we put on. We're just gonna cap the ends, or else we're gonna make a gigantic mess. All right, well, we're about to go check cellars, but before we do, let's talk about today's sponsor, Brunt Work Boots. Now, I've been wearing these work boots for about 3 months now, and let me tell you, they're comfortable. Let me get one for you. This is the Brunt Marin, and man, these things are nice. They're really comfortable. They're probably the most comfortable work boots that I've ever worn. And honestly, after about 3 months of wearing them, there's hardly any wear on these things. The soles are still in great shape. They're super durable. The leather is awesome. And I've stepped in water about clear up to the top, clear up to where the waterproofing ends, and no water gets in. They are amazing boots. Now we're about to go walk through the cellars, and these things walking on potatoes are great because they provide a lot of support and they're really comfortable. And Brunt is so confident in their work boots that they'll let you try them out on the job, and if you don't like them, you just send them back. So if you want to check out Brunt work boots, make sure to go down below, click on my link, or scan the QR code on screen and get you $10 off your own pair of Brunt work boots. Now that I've got my boot back on, let's go check some potatoes. All right, well, we had a little change of plans. We're gonna go back up and pump that oil today, but I just thought I'd come check this one. So our temperature's at 37.9. Try to keep it at 38, so that's good, it's perfect. These potatoes should be keeping really well, mainly because the colder you can keep them, well, at least down to, you don't want to freeze them, but if you can keep them at 36 to 38 degrees, they're going to keep really well. Granted, they might start to shrink, which is also why you want to put a lot of moisture in there. So we have our humidifiers on full blast, and we'll go down tomorrow and we'll fully check them, but I just wanted to come in here and look at them on the front of the pile and show you guys so you guys can see what they're looking like. So here's the taters. They are looking great. I mean, they aren't shrinking at all, which is good. They're not soft. Like, these are still in perfect shape. And actually these on the front here are, no, these are not Burbanks. I thought these were Burbanks. The back of this cellar has Burbanks in it. So this cellar has Burbanks in the back and Norcota's in the front. This is the cellar we finished on when we were harvesting. But all these potatoes, they look really, really good. So they're storing well. They're not wet, but they're not shrinking, which means we are putting enough moisture in to keep them from shrinking. Because potatoes don't like to be this cold. When they get this cold, they use their own moisture to stay warm, so it makes them all shrivelly and shrinky. So we try to keep enough moisture in here to keep them from doing that. So here's our big pile of potatoes. This cellar has probably about 8 million pounds of potatoes in it. About anywhere between 6 and 8 million pounds. Like 60 to 80,000 sacks is what's in here. This cellar will hold 100, maybe 110, and we're not all the way full. So, but yeah, they are looking really good. They're storing really good. So tomorrow, I'm gonna try and make more videos. So tomorrow, I'm gonna film another video. We'll come check all the cellars and double check, make sure all of our humidifiers are working well and everything. So my plan is, I wanna start making more videos. They might be shorter. they might be 10-15 minutes long, but you'll get more videos. So maybe 3 or 4 a week. I've been doing about 2 a week, so let me know what you guys think about that. We're gonna go back up to town and pump that oil into those totes and then bring it back. Because the totes they had there that we were just gonna come pick up with the skid steer tomorrow or whatever, their totes were kind of old and crappy looking, and those totes that we had were brand new. And we kind of want our nice new totes. We don't want to just leave those up there. So we're gonna go pump out their crappy ones and bring our nice ones back. And it is just a muddy mess right now. But front work boots, they do an awesome job, whether it's mud, snow, water, rain. We have puddles and stuff too. They never let me down. They're great boots. Did not think I'd be coming back to town today, but here we are. Gotta drop this back off because it isn't working still. And we gotta go pump some oil. Now we just gotta load our totes back up onto the trailer. Then we can go fill them up. Okay, just gotta get backed up close as we can. We do have pretty long hoses though, so I think we'll be able to get it. But there's 2 totes right back here. We gotta pump out. And then we'll be done. We can go home. Got it. Now we can go. Just have to get the pump tied back down. All right, we're back. We have the oil. We unhooked the truck. Now that should be plenty of oil to heat the shop. Plus we have a whole nother tote for the rest of winter. Especially if winter just continues to look like this, where it's nothing. It's not snowing. It's not frozen. What is this? Come on, we need some winter. Now, we do have moisture. It's been raining like crazy. So we've got plenty of moisture. I just hope that they're leaving it in the reservoir and not letting it, just run down the river. So, yeah, hopefully we get some snow here in the next month. As far as the 2-week forecast, it isn't, other than a skip of snow here or there, there really isn't that much snow even forecasted. So, I guess we'll see what happens. All right, guys, well, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Yeah, let me know if you want lots of shorter videos, because I could probably do that. Or it's gonna be one really long video every once in a while. But I'm gonna try and do a bunch of shorter videos, so make sure to come back tomorrow. It'll probably actually be a couple days, but I'm gonna go and show you guys all the cellars. We're gonna go check all the cellars in the morning when the ground is still frozen, so it's not super muddy. But I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know any thoughts or concerns or questions. Also, I want to do another interview with my grandpa. He's 91, and I would love to do another interview with him. So if you have any questions that you would like to have me ask my grandpa, just put them down in the comments and I'll write them down if you guys post a question you want me to ask. And maybe we'll get another interview with him here in the next couple weeks. Yeah. I'm Big T. I hope you loved it. I love you. I'll see you in the next one.